What's going on, YouTubes? OGs, Nitro RCs coming at you from the Nitro Corner. Yes, I am. Episode 103, I believe it is. Episode 103. And you know me, even though I just looked at it, that's not good enough for OG. I gotta look at it again just to make sure. Yep, episode 103 we are on. So now that we've officially figured that out, we can get on with the business here. Turn this TV down a little bit. Got some Jacob Wheeler going on in the background. One of my favorite fishermen. Probably one of the best anglers in the world. Him and DC and Mark Daniels Jr. and Adrian Ovina and all the rest of the boys in the hood. All of them. They're my faves. So, anywho, how's everybody doing tonight? This is Thursday night. Yep, this is Thursday night. I don't know when you'll see this because I got a couple other videos that I'm going to drop maybe before this. But yeah, this is Thursday night. Thursday night as of right now. We got out and did some running today. Got to make a little bit of content. Beautiful day out there. I wasn't bothered too awful bad at the lot by people's comings and goings. The actual grounds crew was there when I was there, and them guys like watching me run my stuff. They think it's cool as shit, so that was awesome. So me and the pup got to play around for a little bit, and yeah, good times, good times, good times. All that's coming up. But for tonight, we're going to dive off into this and try getting this done hurriedly a little bit. And yeah, we're going to change these gears out, and then we're going to slap this chassis, whatever you want to call it, module, back together with the front and the center module. Get that all in. Get the skid plates back on. Get it all braced up. It's going to take up the whole freaking table, but we're going to get all that taken care of. And then we will swap the pinions up. As you guys know, if you watched the last video, I'm going down 4 teeth in spur gear and going up 2 teeth in pinions. So this thing is going to be a missile. And it was already fast enough. And I know guys out there always have already used these gear setups and all that kind of stuff like that. You know, kudos to them. You know, I've always wanted to play around with them, but I was always perfectly content with the stock gear setting. I just had the stock gear setting of the 5418, and I was happy with that. It gives you just enough oomph, and it still gives you some good top end speed. Plus, I got mine all turned down in the programming in the ESC. You know, you go to the Hobby Wing app and you do everything Bluetooth, and you get into the ESC, and you can, you know, change everything, your boost, your curb, your turbo, all of it, you know. So it's really, really cool shit. But anywho, we're going to knock this out real quick. If I got to do this in a couple of segments, I will. I like doing the half an hour, 40-minute videos so I can keep it going. So enough of that him-hawing. As long as you guys are all doing good and you want to do me a favor right now and smash that like button. Hit the thumbs up for me, please. Hit the bell notifications so you know when OG's either at the lot, him and the pup are out there running stuff, breaking stuff, getting stuff done, or we're here in the Nitro Corner fixing shit because of the shit that we broke at the lot when we broke shit to begin with. Yeah, or whatever it is. But you know what goes on here. You know how we roll. You know how I get stuff done. So with all that being said, smash that like button for me, please, before we even get started, in case you guys don't make it to the ending. If you fall asleep or something like that, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. We're kicking ass and taking names. You guys got me up to 494 subs. It is rocking right now. 6 subs away, guys, for that magical 500. Love, respect, and appreciate each and every one of you, all of you guys. It's a beautiful thing. Great time to be in the hobby. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notification. Give me that thumbs up right now, and let's get this thing started. Okay, first thing we got to do is get in here and start tearing stuff apart. And I don't know if I can reach half of what I got to reach or not. I got this mod gear cover on here, if you want to call it that. Yada, 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 yada. I got names for all this stuff. Ugh. But you can't really get to none of this without taking the shock towers off, and we ain't going that deep into the ball game, folks. We ain't going that many innings, and I'm sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, boys and girls. No, it's a pain in the butt. But I got the camera set about the right angle so you guys can see down and see what's going on from here to here to here. And my old ass is out of the way, so you ain't got to look at me too. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But we get this cover off this cush gear right here. And which I will show you in just a second. You have 2 long ones and 2 short ones. Long ones go in the middle, right here, the middle supports, because these are what go down into the casing. The short ones ride out here in the skirting, so they don't need to be that long. Shorty's on the outside, longy's on the inside. Kind of hard to mess it up because really, they won't go in the other way. So, all right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Everything looking good. Everything's still got grease on it. Sorry guys, but you can't see, but I gotta get up close and look at this, and my eyes are bad. Yes, everything still looks good. All right, all right. You gotta be careful because you got pins and screws. You got this bearing, which is held on by that gear, which has got this pin, which has got this bearing that rides on this bottom shaft. You got a lot of stuff going on here, guys. A lot of stuff going on the inside if you've never taken one of these apart before. So yeah, just be mindful. Watch how stuff comes apart, and it goes back together nice and easy, just like it's supposed to. All right, all right. Let me see here. But for starters, I am going to put this stuff off to the side so it's not falling out and getting in the way. All right, now we can take this apart. Normally I would zip this off with the gum, but I'm not going through all the trouble of changing bits, and I'm using my my impact heart right here as a brace stand for this already. So we're not gonna get that carried away. We're just gonna try to do this as simple as possible, because really all I gotta do is once I change these gearing, then I can mount the center module and the front module back to the back, get the skid plates, get everything bolted down, get all that taken care of, and then we can move on to the motor and get the motor mounted. I can show you how the pins got to be set in here a certain way. They're already numbered. Another great thing by Traxxas, and I hate Traxxas, I do with a passion, but another great thing about Traxxas is they were thinking about it when they made all of this stuff. Yes, they were. All right. 54 tooth M1. 50 tooth M1. Let's see. No need to shim this. You can shim this too to make up the difference and take up the slop in the spanner back here. But everything's looking good. I can see the diff. I can see the main core drive right there. You see that turning the differential? This is your center. This is your center differential, your rear differential, your center differential, your cush gear, and then your front diff is up front. So everything is right where it's supposed to be. Okay. And 1, 2, and 3. See if we can get these things to draw up tight. If not, I will put the screw gun on these to draw them down, because this new gear does not want to set in this guide very well. So we're going to end up snugging it down and pulling it up. No big deal. And there's that one. There's that one. That one. And that one. And I believe that is everything. It looks like it's seated good enough. It does. I literally cannot tell. But I believe it is. So we're going to pin up, put this back together, and we'll know as soon as we stick it in there when it mounts up. Everything should be nice and easy. Everything's got its own spot to sit. Okay, all that. Now I got this nasty gear cover. nasty gear cover. Oh, I had so much sunlight in my eyes today. My eyes are strained. All right, good to go. And pop all that back down on there, just like that. Now, remember I told you, long screws go on the inside, short screws go on the outside. As you've probably heard me say throughout this build in the last video, these screws are 5 miles long. All of them. Okay, almost. Okay, there we go. Telephone is ringing. There's that wobble I was talking about, where you can shim this bearing. Yep. I don't worry about it yet. If it blows up, it blows up. Alright, there's that, and there's that. And these 3 screws were the ones that we just used to put the gear on. So we don't need these. These are extras now. That goes in there. Big gear goes in here. Big 54, and the pinion, we're going to take this pinion off and throw it in here, even though the pinion is no good. We're still going to pop it off here and throw it in the bag. Yeah, it looks like that Loctite I put on there worked. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So leave that set screw in there. Drop this in the old extra parts baggie. Nitro Pup's over here snoring. He had a rough day. He had a rough day, boys and girls. He had a rough day. Poor fella. Poor fella. Alright. There's that gear. Scrub brush. Tools. Get this engine out of here for now. I don't want this over here right yet, I don't believe. We could screw it. We could actually mount the engine if we wanted to. Oh, yes we could. Well, because if you guys don't know that, if you've ever seen these, I don't know if I can get it close enough for you to see or not, but these right here are your gears, your gear numbers, your pinion size, your spur gear size, everything's right here. And it tells you what hole to use up here to get your motor to line up just right, to get your mesh lined up just right. So let's see here. That's a 3 mil. That's not going to work. So I believe it's 3 mil. No, it's not 3 mil. It's a 2.5. Yes, it is a 2.5. I forgot. And I lost one motor pin somewhere. I got one right here. The other one's at, I don't know. So I'm going to have to use one out of the same thing as a pin for an HPI, the HPI wheels. So with that being said, we're going to pull this one pin, and we look at our gearing chart right here, and we are using a 20 by 50 now. I think that is. That's a 50. Yeah. Is that what we did? Yeah, 20, 50 right here. 2050 is H. So yes, we have a 50 tooth spur gear, a 20 tooth pinion. So they go in number H. Number H is right there. There's one. So now let me dig a pin out of here. Bear with me, guys. I don't have one sitting anywhere else. I'm almost positive of that. So, yellow tires and HPI wheel pin. Put all this back in here. Okay. Put this in the other number H down here, just like that. Now, you drop this in here, and it should line up just like that. Yep, there's a little plastic sheath that fits on there just like that. And our pinion should slide right up on this gear, just like that. Yes, it should. So now what we're going to do is take out our grub screw. We're going to put some Loctite on this bad boy. Because remember last time it came loose on us out there at the lot. Okay. We got that crappy flat spot in the spline. Remember I told you about that. Okay, there. That is a beautiful thing right there. We're gonna tighten that down just like that. Let that harden. It will set. Now we had. Hold on a second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check this out. All right, guys, we're back. I had to find my tray here because you got these little motor mount little pieces that come in really handy in here, and I had to remember where I put them. So this is all my screw trays and my hinge pins and my bottom plates and everything for the Big Macs. Here's my gear cover. This will go on here. It even comes with a caution, hot thing on top of it. So yeah, we had to dig that out before we can start putting these into the bottom, which is what we're going to do right now. And these sit right up in here, all nice and neat. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. That's a 2. Let me just do that. There we go. You don't have to worry about lining up no mesh. You don't have to worry about anything being a certain way, because those pins line the engine up with oh, come on, you gotta go in like the other one. There you go. They line the engine up perfect already. So technically you ain't gotta worry about none of that stuff. It does it all for you. Yes, it does. Now After I get these in here like this, I will zip them down tight. Zip them down tight with the gun. Well, you guys can't see nothing, but don't worry, you're not missing anything. Trust me. There we go. And I'm pretty sure I can get away with this like I did. It's been a minute since I've taken this apart down to the engine. But I'm pretty sure I did not need, I can mount this, so I don't need to worry about it getting in the way when I put the center skid plates on and all that. Look at that, that's a pretty thing. That thing, that mesh is nice. I'll actually probably back that out a little bit. A little bit, yes I can, just a little bit. Okay, right there. There's just a frog here, but frog here that I didn't like. There's a frog here I didn't like, guys. It's just a little bit. I'll take a quick intermission, because you know what? This OG Nitro RC's Nitro Corner wrench session is sponsored by Hugs. I wish. Oh yeah. I just made everything way better. Mucho better. There's our engine. There's our perfect mesh. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, it is. There's our cooling fan things. We don't want to get those in the way. Keep those all out of the way. We can get our shroud on now. We can put this on right now so it's not in the way a little bit. So we can take this off real quick like. Trying to hurry, guys, because remember, I didn't want to keep you here that long. Even if I got to take it apart or do it in 30-minute sections, I'd rather do that than keep you hanging on for an hour. I know some of you don't like that. Okay, there's that, there's that, bam. Locked in, locked and loaded. Now I love this case. A lot of guys take that case off so they can quickly get to the pinion gear if they need to remove the pinion or if they want to swap pinions and swap gearing. Me, I'm not about that life. I like that case being on there because like the last time when we lost the pinion, when it came loose, that plastic guard keeps that pinion inside that little space so I don't lose it. So yeah, I like that cover. All right. We're down to the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. We put the other ones in the last time. No, on that side, we're going to stop right out front here. Trouble in the hood, trouble in the hood. Take these out, and all these go in the center. Okay. Let's go there, and we have these 4 up here that lock the modules actually together. .5, 2.5. Everything's 2.5. Well, 2.5 and 1.5. 1.5, 2. Okay, guys and girls. We're getting down to the beans. Getting down to the beans. Oops, that didn't come out far enough. Come on, homie. the one that doesn't want to play like the rest of them. So, rear module. Now this is where it gets funky, because this is a big son bitch. Ugh, big son bitch. All right, so we slide this up in there like we did the front one. Yes, we do. Just like this. Boom. See how easy that was, guys? That's how easy the modules come together. Boom, just like that. Front, rear. We put the long bolts in, which we're going to secure basically the shock towers, which secure the rear module to the center. Just like that. And zip. Zip. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then we go back through with a 2.5. And like the bug 404 says, snap. 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 And snap. Good old torque wrench. Then we have our 4 center ones, which go in here, right here. Tight. Don't over tighten anything. You don't need to. There's too many screws in here. This thing's got 1,000,000 screws in it holding it together, guys. You don't need to over tighten anything. Just snug them up, make them touch. Like right there, that's touching, and I'll go half a turn more. That's it. That's all you need to do. I'm going to turn this big bastard around without wiping out the hugs and everything else. Okay, touch, done. There we go. We are complete. Now we can flip this over, and we can look at the bottom. Get another shot of the hugs here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Air filter for 3.5. I don't need to be here. Now, all of these can come out. We can strap down. You strap down the center first. We got to get the drive shafts in here. All that don't do you no good to put it together if the drive shafts don't work. And I believe the front drive shaft, which would be this one, is already in there. I believe. Yep, that one's already in there, so we know that. And we got to do this. Uh-oh. You okay? Better calm down over there, homie. There. And there's that one. And there's the bearing. And the rear one. I don't want to have to loosen this up and slide this back in there. I hope it doesn't make me do that. And I think it's going to make me do that. Yep, it's going to make me take this damn thing apart. It's going to make me loosen the back end back up again, slide it out, and push it back in there. So everything I did for no reason. Because it's going to make me do this. and then slide the dry shaft in. That's what I'm going to have to do, because it won't let me do it no other way. I forgot about that because there's not enough room. The casing's right there. It stops everything from going on. So yep, that was my mistake. My mistake. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Get that out of here for now. Put all this back over here. Flip this mofo back over. Zip, zip, zip. Just like that, boys. Now, it's gonna make me pull this thing apart. Pull the pins out. And these pins down in here. 1, 2, 3. Where'd that one go? Oh, it's over here. Copy that. Boom. That's what you got to do. And then put the dry shafts in and push it back together. So put that in here. Just like that. This is the front. It's already got one in it. Just like that. This is our center. Come on now. I had to fight with this the last time too, when very first time I put this damn thing together. Because it is precise. Because this is considered a mod. This is a modification. Because the other one is one piece, which to me is easier. Because that was the whole complaint everybody had, was they didn't want to have to take everything apart to put this mod piece in here, which you almost have to. So take that out. Take that out. Shove that in there. Yeah, see? It's not going to let you do it any other way. It's not going to let you put this piece in here. Because the bearing. Right. This one goes here like that. Yeah, because it only goes in there one way. It can't go in the other way because of that and that. Fit right here like that. So this one, this is shorty. This is the long one. This is the front one, which is 100 times longer. And this goes in here like this. It's still not going to let me do it. It's going to make me take apart both ends and slide them both in there. So we already have the back one apart, so we're going to do the back one. We will do the back one first. That isn't sitting there very damn good, does it? Okay, like that. this one and this one. It looks like this. You guys probably can't see anything I'm doing over here, and I apologize for that. I really do. Like that. Just like that. Let me flip this over. And this camera mount's been in my way the whole game. And we're back to these. 1, 2, 3, 4. The front's going to be the same way, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult because we can't slide it off too far because of the steering linkage. So we're going to have to work around that. Nothing new. Nothing new. It can click, that's it. Don't need to be no tighter. Not need to be no tighter. Okay, that's how that one goes so far. Now we loosen the front up the same way. Take these two out, flip it over, pull it apart a little bit, just enough to get the drive shaft in. And it should have been it, except for this one, the center one, the little one, and then these. That one. Pull this one out with the pliers. Bada bing. Put all those over here. Now we flip it over carefully. We're going to separate it just a little bit, just like that. Bloop. Take a hit of this Hugs real quick. Working up a thirst. Hugs down. All right. Now the long one. Then this one. Really? The old spline ain't lined up right. Gotta give it a little turn and then pop it together. Boop, like that. Piece of cake. Yes, it is. Piece of cake. Now, before we go any further, we shackle this bastard back down. Yes, we do. We start out with the little one in the middle. Get these on the end. Oh, just like that. This one goes over here on this end. Oops. Really, bro? Really, bro? Well, that one doesn't want to bite, so put it in my hand. Okay. Now the 4 long ones, your main anchor bolts that hold everything together up here. Go here, 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 and here. And we run these in. Make them touch. More than enough. In and tight and done, just like that, just like that. And I'm pretty sure we're about 30 or 40 minutes in, so I'm going to check the time, and if I am right, that is going to be all she wrote for this one. I'll be right back, guys. Let me check the time. Yep, 44 minutes in, fellas. That's exactly where we're at. 44 minutes. So OG's Nitro Corner episode 103 is a wrap officially. We are going to call it quits. Camera down a little bit, guys, so you can see more of this. There you go. And episode 103 is a wrap. We have the engine back in. We have the gearing done. We have everything in here mashed up really good. We can actually plug the engine back into the ESC now, where they're supposed to go, cross wires and all. Blue goes right here, and then the white one goes right here. And I'm going to push all these in a little bit further. Right now I'm just setting them in here. Yeah. Then we have our fan wires. We have our motors, our engine sensor, which is right here, which we do not use. So, because we run sensorless motors. So this will stretch over here on that side where it always goes. Our wires, our go juice, everything's in. We're good. We are done. Now we just need to flip this bad boy over for the next episode and get the skid plates on. And as soon as we get the skid plates on, it's a wrap, fellas. He is done. Done like dinner. So, with all that being said, let me pause you, back you out. Okay, there you go. Now I got the better overhead. So, with all that being said, we are done. Besides putting front and rear skid plates, and the center skeleton goes back into it on the front side, and you got your front skid plate, which is this one right here, which will go up here. The back one goes back here. So once those go on, yep, everything starts to come together. And then we got our center one, which goes on next, which holds all of this together, which will set right down in here like that. And our skid plates slide underneath it, just like that. We bolt everything down, put the wheels back on it, charge batteries up, and go break it again. That's exactly what we do, boys and girls. Exactly what we do. So, if you guys like what you see, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. Smash that like button for me, please. Love, appreciate, respect each and every one of you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed already. Consider subscribing. Tell your friends and family about OG. We're getting closer to our 500 goal. Big giveaway, some kind of giveaway, little giveaway, big giveaway, small giveaway. We don't know. Some kind of giveaway when we hit 500 though. It's going to be Taster's Choice, crawlers, electric, nitro, something like that. Whatever whoever wants. And we'll work on that as we go. But we got to get there first. And with your guys' help, you guys got me really close. And I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I really do. So, with all that being said, smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Hit that bell for notifications. And keep an eye on OG here in the Nitro Corner, episode 103, Rebuilding the Monster. When you guys come back for episode 104, we're going to button him up, finish him up, get the wheels put back on him, get him over here on the big table, and he's ready to go back out and play again. Copy that. OG, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.